So, libertarianism and the big 5 personality traits. Maybe not the best title for this video, because I'm going to be talking about a little bit more than just that. But it's a good place to start. So, I trust all of you are familiar with the big 5 personality traits. It's certainly one of Jordan B. Peterson's favorite theories of personality, because it explains quite a bit. And there's a link down below to the Wikipedia page if you haven't heard of it. But we're just going to blast past it. We're not going to dig too deeply into it. Mainly what I want to do is start with the observed fact that the political divide, the left versus the right, in American politics, and typically in European politics, boils down to a difference along 2 of the 5 dimensions of personality: conscientiousness and openness. So what you have is conservatives on the one hand, who are very highly conscientious, very organized, disciplined, got all their ducks in a row, versus liberals, who are very disorganized, messy, chaotic, etc. The other personality trait, the other dimension that's significant, is openness. Your typical conservative is very closed. They don't like new experiences, they don't like spicy food, they like everything being the way it was 10 years ago. Thus the term conservative. Whereas the liberal is very interested in new experiences. They want to go eat at the foreign restaurant that the immigrants run. They want to go meet weird and interesting people. They love all sorts of things, crazy street festivals. Those are the 2 biggest definers. If you are highly conscientious and closed, you are almost definitely a conservative. If you are low conscientiousness and open, you are almost definitely a liberal. And the other 3 personality dimensions don't really have any significant bearing on your politics. But then we have libertarians. Now, over the past few years, we have seen libertarianism absolutely tear itself apart. And, not just libertarianism. I think we've seen the exact same thing happen with Gamergate. Gamergate really devolved into 2 camps. The same 2 camps appeared post-Gamergate, with the alt-right versus the skeptics. And I think this all goes back to the original split in the Libertarian Party. Because what I think we are seeing in the Libertarian Party is 2 groups of rejects from the typical left-right divide. Now, these rejects are coming from the conservative side. This would be the right-leaning libertarian. Is they have high conscientiousness like a conservative. But at the same time, they are very, very open to new experiences. Okay, they like adventuring, they like motorcycling, they like joining the army and going to strange foreign lands, meeting interesting people, and then killing them. This would be guys like myself, guys like Aaron Clary. It's the entrepreneurial, adventurist spirit that you get from and this is the libertarian, no taxes, I don't need anybody to control my life because I've got my life very well in control. The other side of the divide is the left libertarian. So these are low conscientiousness, like the liberal. They're not very organized, they're not very fastidious. But unlike the liberal who's open to new experience, the left libertarian is very closed to new experience. These are the libertarians. These are the sort of libertarians that obsess over minutiae. They want to debate, well, who's going to pay for the roads? They love having that debate because it's familiar, it's safe, it's not new. These are the ones that love having the chaotic, degenerate culture of the West, but in a safe place. See, your typical liberal wants to go to something like, I don't know, Coachella, or they want to go to, Burning Man, or what have you. The left libertarian is too scared of something like that. It's too chaotic for them. They want to have a libertarian conference around a bunch of safe libertarians where they strip all their clothes off. The left libertarian, they are the pornography addict. Completely disorganized, but they want something safe. So again, the right libertarian might be out there pursuing women all over the place, flying around the world, writing books about it maybe. The left libertarian prefers pornography. Disorganized, but safe. It's not new. It's not open. And thus you see the problem with the Libertarian Party, is that you actually have people, two groups are forming it, who are as utterly distinct from one another as conservatives are from liberals. And so, inevitably, what happens is the adventurous types, the entrepreneurial types, they go to the occasional libertarian conference, but quickly get bored. Because it's like, okay, same people, same conversation, I'm going to go climb a mountain. I'm going to go ride a motorcycle. I'm going to go start up a business and try and make $1 million. And so they evaporate. Whereas the left libertarians keep showing up to the conferences. And again, Gus, this has nothing to do with politics or reading Rothbard or Ayn Rand or anything. Okay? Ayn Rand is just the t-shirt. Ayn Rand herself was very much on the right-wing libertarian sort of thing. Those that want to wear her shirt, wear objectivism as an outfit, are the left libertarians. And so, ironically enough, you'll find that objectivists will frequently start espousing left-wing views. They want the freedom to collect every STD and have the government pay for their medical treatment. And because they don't like new things, these are the ones that wind up dominating at libertarian conferences. Thus the failure of libertarianism. The right libertarians don't want anything to do with the Libertarian Party, and the left libertarians are a bunch of disorganized, not introverts exactly, but they're closed to new experiences. So they're happy losing all the time. It's just a social club for them. Now all of this leads to another observation I'm having right now. Something I'm noticing. It really seems to me that, particularly with the election of Donald Trump, we've seen a shift in what left versus right is. It's no longer conscientiousness and openness. Now I think it's conscientiousness and agreeableness. So if you're on the right, if you're on the Donald Trump right, the alt-right, the new right, your defining characteristics are that you're conscientious and you're highly agreeable. And if you think about the alt-right figures, they are very personable people. They get along well with others. They certainly argue quite a bit. They certainly fight, but even that fighting it's an agreeable sort of fighting. Whereas if you look at the alt-left, if you look at the Hillary Clinton party, what you see there is highly disorganized, low conscientiousness, disorganized people. The face of Hillary Clinton is also the face of, what was it? STD prevention. The same. You know, I'm not afraid to vote Hillary is the guy that I'm not afraid to admit I have herpes. But very disagreeable. You know, I mean, just look at the SJWs. They go out of their way to make themselves ugly, to make themselves very difficult to get along with. Hillary Clinton wearing those weird Luke Skywalker pantsuits. Very disagreeable person. You know, one thing I've been wondering is if this shift happens over time. That, you know, generally things, the left, right, get simplified down to 2 dimensions of the 5-dimensional personality. And what we're seeing is a shift right now for an emphasis on conscientiousness and openness to an emphasis on conscientiousness and agreeableness. And we might have had more of these go on in the past. So if you want to think about the future of politics, about what we're going to be facing in 2018, or 2018, 2020, 2024, think about what sort of Democrat would be optimized towards low conscientiousness and low agreeableness people. And figure out how Donald Trump's successor could appeal to the inverse. Anyway, those are my thoughts for you. My explanation of why libertarianism is doomed to failure, and what we might be looking at for the next presidential election. Thanks for listening, folks. Deus Volt. This is Aurini out.